welcome to the So Essential vlog. I'm Lucy and I'm here today to share with you my latest makes. So everything I talk about today, the patterns and the fabrics, will be available on our website, and the link to our website's below. I'll show you what I've made, I'll tell you my general thoughts, I'll tell you the adjustments I've made, how easy it was to sew, how good the instructions were, all that jazz. And hopefully it will be useful and interesting for you and maybe give you a little bit of inspiration. So I've got two things to show you today, and they couldn't be more polar opposite. So I've got this sparkly sequin top, which I'm absolutely loving and very excited about. And then at the other end of the scale, I've created a pair of jogging bottoms. I've made the Hudson pants by True Bias. So that just is probably the most polar opposite month of makes that I've ever had. Loungewear that I just want to chill out and relax in around the house, and then a sparkly spangly top that will only get worn when on evenings out and probably on Christmas Day, maybe something like that. But I'm feeling very, very strictly in it, which is lovely. So let me talk to you about this one. I decided to make something in sequins. I have wanted to do this for a really long time, and we got some gorgeous sequin fabrics in last year. We've got this cream sort of ivory colour, we've got a midnight blue colour, and we've got a black as well, and they're just so sparkly and beautiful. And last year, I'm a massive fan of Strictly Come Dancing, and I saw Tess Daly on one of the day when they sort of film like just hanging out around the studio and seeing what the contestants are up to midweek, and she was wearing a cream ivory coloured sparkly sequin top and a simple pair of jeans, and she looked amazing. Now obviously you could probably put Tess Daly in a paper bag and she would look amazing, but it just made me think, oh, I never would have thought of going for like that creamy ivory colour before, but actually it really works and it's really pretty. So I decided I finally would get round to it this year, and when I was deciding on a pattern, I decided to go for something very, very simple with very simple lines, minimal seams, no fastenings, just to make life nice and easy. I'm going to write a blog post, and I'll probably do a vlog as well, just sharing my top tips for sewing with sequins. So I won't go into all that detail now, but what I will say is my number one top tip is just do it, just have a go, because actually this project was really easy, really straightforward. I didn't have any problems at all, and I've got a lovely sparkly spangly top that I can be proud of in my wardrobe now. So I'll tell you, the pattern I chose was New Look 6543. So originally I was going to make what Tess was wearing with the sleeves and make a t-shirt, but I ended up making a sleeveless version. I'll tell you why in a minute. So I originally cut out View C, which is a scoop neck t-shirt, and then I ended up making it sleeveless, so it's more like View A of the pattern, but I think View A actually has got a higher neckline, so I would cut out the bodice through View C if you wanted to make a top like this, because it means there's no need for fastenings, because the scoop is a bit more exaggerated, so you can get it on and off without any need for fastenings. It has got bust darts in it, but I chose that because I just think you could make, I've mentioned the Scout t-shirt a few times before, and I know a lot of people have made that as a sequin top. But for me, being a small busted, I always feel like I need a bit more shape around there, and I think it kind of gives me a better shape if I've got a bust dart. So I did the darts and it was fine, it was dead straightforward. I made a straight size 12. I did make a couple of adjustments, so I did my usual high round back adjustment and forward shoulder adjustment, and then I also raised the bust dart at an inch as well, because the bust darts just seemed really low when I made up a toile, and it's probably because there is a little bit of stretch in the sequin fabric. The sequins are sewn onto like a mesh, and I don't think it's tulle, but it's got a little bit of give in it, and then I've lined it with our cotton jersey Cadiz John Caldor fabric, which is obviously a stretch fabric as well, so I don't know whether it was because of the stretch, but the bust darts were very low, so I moved those up an inch, and there's tutorials on how to do all of those adjustments on our blog and on this channel as well that I've recorded before. So anyway, I've talked to you rather a lot about this top, but I haven't actually shown it to you yet, so here it is in all its glory and spangliness. I think the lining's just got caught on my bum there while I've been sat down, but yeah, so I sewed it up. I did a lining in the John Caldor cotton Cadiz fabric, which is lovely and soft and comfortable, and I attached that at the neckline to the sequins, but then, and also at the armholes, but then everything else, the side seams are separate so that it just hangs like an overlay over the cotton jersey fabric, because if you were sewing it all together it might just not end up hanging very well. So, but you can see here it all hangs rather nicely, ready to do a bit of shimmying somewhere if I ever go out anywhere to do shimmying, which don't very often, to be honest. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. It's as you can see, it's just dead straightforward at the back, and then just very simple clean lines at the front. I finished the neckline with some satin bias, which is also available on our site, and that gave a really nice clean finish. It's visible, the satin bias is, so that makes it nice and comfortable against my skin. And then I finished it with satin bias on the sequin layer at the hem as well, and then I just not cross stitched, cover stitched the hem of the jersey, and yeah, I just think that gave it a nice luxurious sort of finish. And then the armholes I finished with bias again, but rather than having the bias visible, because I thought it might look a bit twee if I had it on all areas, I turned that to the inside and finished it with the bias so the bias isn't visible, and I'm really pleased with the overall look of this. It's a nice length as well, it's almost like a tunic length, this top, and I think that's quite slimming and flattering for me anyway on my shape, and I'm planning to wear it with I originally thought like black skinny trousers or jeans or whatever and black strappy shoes, and I think that's one look to go for. But I don't know whether you're really interested in this. I recently bought these beautiful shoes, which I absolutely love. I just love metallic shoes. So these are like a lovely pewter strappy shoe, and I thought, ooh, they will look rather nice with those sequins, and then some more muted trousers, perhaps a blue jean, or for like a more smart casual look, or perhaps like a grey trouser, I don't know. So anyway, interested to hear your thoughts on that. And I should just say about the satin bias, to get a really nice finish on it, I machine stitched it to the fabric on the right side, and then I turned it inside and I hand stitched it all on the inside, so there's a really nice clean finish on the inside. I could have top stitched it down, or I could have tried to stitch in the ditch, but I thought no, I want it, you know, this is a special garment, it's a special occasion garment, I want a really nice finish on it. And actually I really love a bit of hand sewing. I was quite happy sat in bed sewing away the last couple of nights. So yeah, so that's my sequin top. As I say, I will put some tips and on the blog and the vlog, I'm sure, in the next week or so, about my top tips for sewing with sequins. But really, as I say, my number one top tip is just give it a go. Choose something nice and simple to make, because every girl needs a bit of sparkle in their wardrobe, don't they? So, as I said at the start of the video, the next thing I've made is the complete polar opposite of the sequin top, but oh my goodness, I am in love with this pattern. It's the Hudson pants by True Bias, and it's just a really modern take on a pair of jogging bottoms, tracky bottoms, whatever you want to call them, but they are ultra comfortable. The fit was amazing straight out of the packet for me, which I was really surprised at, and it was a bit of a gamble, but it worked out fine. And to be honest, I've been wearing these loads. I usually try and wait until I've blogged and vlogged about things to wear them, but I just couldn't wait. I just keep putting these on all the time because I love them so much. So here you can see they've got a lovely pocket on the front with a little pocket detail, like a bit of a visible binding almost. An elasticated waist. They have got buttonholes that you sew on there, and you can put a drawstring through that. I haven't found the right thing that I want to put in there yet, but anyway, I'm happy to just leave it as it is, to be honest, but if I do see anything I'll put that in. Just give you a view of the back, and then I want to just show you they're quite a tapered fit, so I think that gives them like a really modern aesthetic. There's quite a deep cuff on the bottom of them. I made it a bit deeper, I'll talk to you about that, because yeah, actually I'm telling lies, they didn't fit straight out the packet, I did have to lengthen them, but I just love the way they are super duper comfortable, but they still feel relatively sort of put together. I feel relatively put together in these. I don't feel like, oh my God, I'd be devastated if somebody came to the door and I answered the door in them. You know, I feel like it's still, they feel nice to wear. I feel like they look good. I'm going to wear them on the plane to go on holiday because they're so comfortable, and actually with a nice t-shirt like this and a denim jacket, I feel like I look nice even though I'm wearing sportswear or casual, very casual wear. So yeah, this pattern has been an absolute wardrobe winner for me. I definitely am a massive magpie when it comes to clothes. I get attracted to sparkly, pretty, beautiful colours, bright colours, pretty dresses, all that sort of thing. But when I come home from work and I just want to put something comfortable on, I've got nothing in my wardrobe that fits that bill apart from pyjamas. And really, I know lots of people do, but I don't really want to put my pyjamas on at 5:30 when I get home from work. I don't know what it is, but I just don't want to do that. But I do want to put something nice and comfortable on. So these absolutely fit the bill for that, and I've been wearing them loads. I normally try and wait till I've blogged or vlogged about something before I wear it, but I've just been wearing these all the time because I love them. I've made them in this charcoal sweatshirt fabric, which has recently been added to the site. We've also got it in like a silver grey colour as well, and it's fleece lined, guys. So it's amazing, adding to the comfort factor even more. It's super cosy and soft against your skin. It really is secret pyjamas, I guess. I know people use that term a lot, because, you know, they feel as comfortable as my pyjamas, but they're not pyjamas. I'm wearing clothes, and I've even been out and about in them. I'm going to wear them, I can't remember if I said I'm going to wear them on to get the plane, to go on holiday, because they're really comfortable, and with a nice t-shirt and a denim jacket I feel great in them. So can't say enough good things about this pattern. So it's the Hudson pant by True Bias. I went off my hip measurement for these, so I made a straight size 6 because I thought, no, yeah, straight size 6 because that was bang on the waist and hips for my measurement. So yeah, I made a straight size 6. I was a little bit worried about the fit, you know, will they fit, but I thought actually I'm making it with a stretchy fabric, and they're not like, although they are tapered and they're more fitted than some jogging bottoms, they're not like a super fitted trouser, so I thought it should be absolutely fine, and it was. The only thing I was a bit concerned when I read about the length of them. So it said somewhere that they were drafted for a 28-inch leg, and I think mine is about a 32, so, or a 29-inch leg, I can't remember, but I remember them saying it was drafted for a woman who was a bit shorter than me as well. And I thought, oh, I think these are going to turn out a bit too short for me. So I added an inch to the length of the actual trouser, and then I also added an inch to the length of the cuff as well. And I'm really pleased with the fit then. But everything else, you know, the crotch curve and all of that, the waist and everything is absolutely fine. I didn't have to make any adjustments there. I'm really pleased with the fit. I wish I had used, we've got some nice ribbing fabric, and I wish I'd have used that for the cuffs, because when I made the cuffs up in the sweatshirting fabric, they're a little bit, it's a bit hard sort of pulling them on over my feet, whereas if I'd have used the ribbing, because that's got more stretch, that wouldn't have been an issue. But I'm okay with that, it's only just putting them on there, I have to tug them on a little bit. But yeah, I think, you know, other than that, I lined the pockets as well with, I didn't want to line it with the sweatshirting fabric, so I thought there was going to be way too much bulk going on there, especially because it's fleece backed. So I used some of our stretch lining fabric to line those, and that worked out really well as well. I've even got everyone at work's talking about making some, because I've been raving so much about them, and I think I'm just going to make myself quite a few pairs of these bad boys, because they are the best thing ever when you get home from work and you just want pure comfort. They're great. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I've got to say about the Hudson pants. and everything I've got to say this week on the vlog. So I hope you've all enjoyed that. I hope I've given you some ideas, some inspiration. If there's anything you want to ask any questions about or anything like that, just pop some comments below. And if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.